Blankouts, Manika, humanity's first round to get their fire tunnel. Tail, Sleepy Soldier, leader of the Big Little, Snapeo, Manika.
Said the grand plan made her do it, huh? Jeez, kinda preachy. Keep it in the monastery, lady.
This guy has some very interesting commentary for the state of the game. Kind of funny, actually.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my store.
Okay. I think I have a lot of stuff I can buy. Air cooled machine gun, frost converter. Okay. Plasma pistol, advanced energy modulator. That sounds really good. I don't even think I had like half of these guns. I think
Protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Look, everyone else here, nothing you buy from them will matter if you get killed. So armor up. Tell me what you need.
oh, she said Rosa. That's what I'm here for. Actually.
Can do.
Calorie counter. Yeah. It's a little too much. I do like this, but that's a lot of money.
Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
How do I tell she's the Rosa though? I don't see. I don't see the rose or whatever. Want me to look for? Yeah, everyone here's some Rosa? Oh. I just wanted to look around. Into sites we're actually supposed to go?
My gear has the fewest holes out of any close-on station, or your money back.
Where are we on could use short rounds and combat. 12,000 bits. Yeesh. Robbing me blind. It'll be worth it though, probably.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Sure, buddy. I don't think there's much else I can do here. Unless I were to suddenly figure out this puzzle, which I don't think. Just, like, don't see anything that could be a hint. I mean, and without a hint, without a hint, I just don't think it's possible without having that trait. Or just sitting here flipping switches up and off forever like I did last time. So I'm just going to... How'd that happen? I did not hit anything, I don't think.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Any standouts? A couple dozen Auntie's Choice sales logs. Some notes from a high-profile murder mystery. And get this. The corpse of a vigilant. No idea what happened there. Last I heard, the high runners are trying to figure out what to do with it.
Let's go to the place we're supposed to go. It's nice that we have that place marked in case we need to go buy shit, but it didn't seem like there was a lot to do there unless I just missed the important bit. What am I bringing? Shotgun I never use. Let's go to the Golden Ridge. Continue.
That must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think a lot of their royal family, don't they?
How do we get down? Oh shit.
Whoa. Didn't realize we were getting so close to the action.
We've got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Damn. Where are we that, like, there's already a war?
Attention passenger, you are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future.
Anything good in here? Bunch of food. Some meds. Okay. Probably worth it. Some bits.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until
This station's sure gone to scrap since last I stepped about. I don't think we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram. This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times.
Thank you, buddy.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Damn, I can't believe that guy died. At least he left 15 bucks in his pocket. Okay, this is probably where we need to go. Random elevator. No sacrifices, 2 greats. So just capture this one. Okay, cool. It is cold. I can just take. Interesting. Why would I need that? Back. Can't jump through that door, apparently. Go through this one. Weird. So this isn't going anywhere, just shows you that guy. Okay. So the elevator was the correct place to go. I was right. Ow. And we picked up all that food.
Dependable passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
You just buy this, I don't have to worry about it. I feel like I'm also gonna need some heavy bullets because I don't have any right now. Let's grab those. What is this? Long rounds. Okay. I don't have anything that shoots those yet, so I'm good for now. You have a thing that uses these though. And now we're out of money.
Folk
Yay.
bunkered down here. Wonder how long they held out before. Well, best not to think about it.
Yeah. It really is.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching. Many have left for Matriarch's mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order will...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap! Such threats compel me no longer. I now
Unless
answer
you're bent
to
on
no
exploring,
one. I've
best we
seen
hoof it
through the
over to
lies of
Matriarch's
both
mercy
sides.
and meet with that
In
abbot
time,
Basar mentioned.
everyone will.
Unwarranted unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
At the order of the Ascendant, we predict tomorrow, so you can have a better today.
There's some stuff over here. We have a fast travel point here, though, so probably better to just go where we need to go for now. Hello.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please!
I don't trust you.
Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. I don't... Very, by my guess, she was bit on the thigh, high, like, can see bone. Or maybe white means infected? She's screaming all the time when she's awake. Then she goes to sleep. She's
Oh no.
She's in agony. And my son ain't waked since the attack. Hurry, please. We must hurry or they'll be eaten. Or worse. Thank you. Thank you. This way. This way.
Do not trust this guy one bit.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
A lot of dumb people think they're so. Oh shit. Could have seen that coming. Said there was a thing here and then it disappeared. Guessing they didn't have much stuff to loot. This. I don't know if there's anything there or if it just hadn't loaded in.
Think they'll notice if we jump the queue?
Hey, it's up.
Another refugee? All right, just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger.
Yep.
I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out.
Okay.
You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
Okay. We did get a new gun, I think. Oh, look at that. Burst assault rifle. One gun. 12 times 4, 22 times 2. Okay. Might be worth.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence of the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Guns. Okay. Jan, Edward, and Bill. It's
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
okay.
Oh, I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations night at the thruster. Smells about the same too.
Is a self-centered derivative take on the grand plan. That's how little the Protectorate respects your intellect. Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict your path lies elsewhere. If you've enjoyed my peroration, make sure to tune into the Ask a Vicar segment on Grand Plan Wireless for more expounding declamations.
I don't. I really don't care. Where am I supposed to go? Here?
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, new arrivals. Of an independent operative nature, one presumes. Did the abbot assign you to help?
No.
Yes. Unfortunately, you are the first to notice. Infrastructure requests from the displaced exceed present resource capacity. The mounting accumulation of prevailing desideratum is regrettably beyond us. Or beyond me, more to the point. I am simply one person impossibly stretched thin, and unable to attend to the needs of the displaced.
Science.
One priority concern stands out. Well, something of a dispute, really. One where my latest near-future prognostics report may provide some guidance. Tell me, what do you know of the exclusion zone?
Not together.
Excuse me, but the intricate dance of the cosmos is anything but shady. You see, the
Fine.
seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway. laughing in the face of certain peril. Indeed, and I'm hoping that's where you come in. The Seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute.
Oh, cool.
We can't have the voice of the displaced sowing disorder. Will you help us? Will you be our outside mediator, as was foretold? The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. Feel free to speak with the voice of the displaced herself if you aren't already acquainted. Any questions before you get started?
Who's the voice?
I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade.
That doesn't exactly very much. Alright.
Many people around camp support or object to our methods. Speak to them, form your own opinion, and when you are ready, we will decide the fate of the exclusion zone.
Okay.
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied, coordinating provisions and supplies for the displaced. I haven't any time for idle chatter, but I suppose I can carve out a moment for urgent business.
Cotter. Moon armor. %80 energy recharge rate? That's actually kind of crazy. Kind of goes hard. I might have to back to her later.
By the law. It's you.
Yeah, me.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself.
Sure.
Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers.
Oh, fuck, that is me.
It was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
True.
Thank the law. Matriarch's Mercy couldn't have waited much longer. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's Mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them. You also strike me as someone on the go. I need committed medical employees, not a freelancer. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability into disarray. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
All right.
As a doctor, I'm appalled. We don't have enough beds or private quarters to separate people, so sickness is blazing an unhappy trail through the refugees. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied with meds, but things will get worse as long as we're overcrowded. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. It would be leagues better to prevent it entirely. That means space to spread out. Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lamping. Just don't shake
I don't know
the
who that
man's
is.
hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm when he covers it at all.
Okay. Are you horsed? Are you horsed?
The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can do better.
All evidence to the contrary.
I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering an unforeseen factor about now. I suppose that designation doesn't wholly future events is an imprecise science. Currently, that is. Well then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct?
How does it
utilize a
affect
mix
me?
of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths. More what to watch out for, advisement on adhering to the plan, forecasts of probabilistic dangers, elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events a few seconds or minutes into the future with reasonable precision. Others can estimate with up to 71.1% accuracy several months out. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss of the archive, but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. No offense. The former are generalized forecasts for groups or settlements. The latter are more specialized to individuals and take far more time to calculate. Usually some are handled by one of the more senior seers in a region, but with Seer Wiley's days taken up advising the abbots and other things, this responsibility falls to me. Regrettably, I have built up a bit of a sizable backlog.
Oh, let's see.
Matriarch's Mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area. There's nothing more practical than improving lives now, is there? We've offered the displaced access to our weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
Oh.
One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well. I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you. Adieu.
I felt like you were keeping me.
But no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs?
Oh, hello, Doc. Definitely don't need that. If there's anything worth stealing here.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
Okay.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? Yes, the presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, due to our need for compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge? Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
Okay.
Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay. Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction in the Protectorate always starts small, doesn't it? Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Okay, good.
No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Earth Directorate Agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of headline. Gambling is for those who lack an understanding of basic probability theory. I don't make wagers. I make predictions. Accurate ones.
Yeah, and I have fun.
don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer
So
Wiley
many
and I will
writs.
conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Okay. This dude could be anywhere. Okay. Oh, I need scrap. Yeah, I'll take scrap metal.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The Oracle?
The one Riley designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm? Never
We need to help the folk at Opportunity, Commander. Void the Abbot. He's more concerned with exonerating his own than with making things right.
Hope you appreciated how I bit my tongue back there with the Abbot. Didn't want things to come to blows with civilians in the crossfire. Full of excuses for the attack, wasn't he? Could be that he's sincere. Or could be that he has his hands so full with keeping his community from falling apart that he missed a memo or two. Either way, I'm willing to stay my hand until we know the truth. If it were my folk buried under the rubble, I'd want to know for certain before acting. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are.
Ooh.
I prefer doing my shooting after asking all the pertinent questions, Commander. While we're at it playing detective, we need to scope out Opportunity. If there are any survivors, we ought to help, however we're able. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for. Thank you, Commander. We should move on, unless you've got something for me?
Alright, hold on. Yep, go to dog. Okay, we're back. This dog is fucking pissing me off. Freezing rain, 40-mile-per-hour winds. This fucker just wants to sit there and eat grass for a half hour. Won't take piss, even though that's why I want to go out. I just gotta put my old man fucking brushing shit on. Alright.
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on Cloister. One day, it will process all of our equations.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be. Oh yeah, Duarte. He's former antis like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rolo Nast? No. Gert Valkenberg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes. They're doing something, which is better than nothing, but not by much.
Okay.
Commander, you got a minute to talk? I got some thoughts on this situation with the refugees.
Okay.
The number of folks seeking refuge from the war is, well, it's beyond what I expected. And beyond what the Order is capable of handling, seems like. Antis may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough work for these folk to buy some food. You sure? He seems more concerned with the Order's reputation than anything else. It's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep, they ain't gonna manage much better should they win the war. But nothing's ever really free, is it? I went through this myself when Anti's Choice took over Tau Ceti. It took time to secure the merger, but once they did, we folk got the help we needed real quick. And all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now, I ain't seeing any contracts in Matriarch's Mercy. So what is the Order actually gaining by doing this? In all my years, I ain't encountered many folk who would extend a hand and expect nothing in return. I mean, I'd not have asked for your help with my graft if I didn't have something to offer in exchange. Well, maybe I misjudged the Earth Directorate after all. Anyhow, if the Order is in fact helping these folk with no hidden aims, then, well, I'll be the first to admit that there might just be merit in what they're selling. Appreciate you hearing me out.
Yeah. They just have ammo lane. That's the same things. Why is this here? Hey man. Why are you up here?
I won't think twice about applying the precise amount of force.
Okay. Just Seems weird to be up here, I guess. Are any of you the named individual I'm seeking?
Friends, neighbors, while you shelter in Matriarch's mercy, heed the teachings of the order.
Maybe over here? No. Interesting. Why does this exist?
The Grand Plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe.
Where do we go now?
We can predict it down
Another
to
refugee
a
camp?
decimal point.
Another colony?
I predict, with an 8.23 margin of error, that our situation...
We're not going anywhere! Not on the
with
basis
predictions.
of some
We don't even
half-baked
know
prediction.
multivariable
This
calculus.
so-called exclusion zone is where we stake our claim. Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me. May Huffstutler, formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import.
Okay.
Though, admittedly, it's a difficult way to make friends. The Order's not exactly fond of me. Rabble-rousing doesn't align with their vision of a perfect universe. Happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me.
Her neck is not properly attached to her head. That's kind of...
Oh, so that's how it is. You're the mediator that was foretold. Am I right? The Order wants us to believe that a catastrophe is coming to the exclusion zone at any second. Why? Because math told them so. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. Am I supposed to fall on my knees and thank the Order because something bad may or may not happen? Sorry. Not convinced. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. What does the Administrant want? To shut me up? To discredit me?
No.
I don't know what the Administrant's game is, but call me intrigued. Best thing you can do is introduce yourself around camp. See why we need the exclusion zones open. All right. You keep at it. When the time comes, I'll be ready to pit my reason against the Order's.
Am I allowed to go in there?
Keep moving.
Am I allowed to go in there and talk to them, or... They're gonna yell at me. Let's save just in case. Okay, none of you have names or anything important. Okay. There are people over here. There are people over here. Oh, great now.
Oh, a visitor.
Oh, a nest.
Hello. You weren't mentioned in my latest personalized order projection. I mean, prediction. Granted, I mostly skim the parts what don't cover probabilistic dangers, so perhaps you were alluded to in some, roundabout fashion. Suppose that means you're not a threat. So that's good, right? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
Yeah,
say, I try not to make any big plans until I consult my latest POP. First time I got a POP, it was on a lark. It said, Rolo Nast, our seer has predicted you must wear a helmet today. I borrowed one. As a laugh, everybody ribbed me about it. Just after lunch, wind picked up on the cliff above and dropped a mock apple 152 meters straight down onto my head. Fortunately, I still had that brain case on.
That's crazy.
I mean, if you want an exact estimate or percentage, talk to them. As for me, I just got that, what do you call it? Anecdotal feedback. A few times, I couldn't make heads or tail of half of it. Like, avoid anything representing whole numbers. I didn't know what to do about that. So I just stayed put. End of the day, I'm still here, and my co-occupant Ike isn't. So, I guess them prognostications work well enough. You did catch the part I said they'd save my life, right? I think alive is a notable improvement on dead.
You're not wrong.
It's something you can take to the bank, you know? Figuratively speaking. I don't know why the other displaced have been so slow to take to them. But I'm not complaining too loud. Waited for my latest POPs long enough already.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safe in the trenches.
Look on the bright side.
Broke my nose
I
last
predict that
scrap.
the worst is
Or,
behind us.
I guess Raleigh Dortmunder did, huh? I still don't get any of this. I banged him up real good for you, didn't I? I won you one, right? Matters settled.
The void you did. Barely connected. You're thinking of 2-3 scraps ago. You've been mostly unconscious a while now.
You used at least 2 words I ain't sure I know. And I already forgot the question. No? I think.
You ought to talk to Boss Tilda. She's the brains in this... What does she call it? Oh, yeah. Quasi-illicit shenanigan.
Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borscht loaf.
Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you.
Amazing. Mapother and
Your
Mudge.
lamp's lit. Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
I'm here.
You got business? No? Move on. You the fixer lent your aid to Agent Galloway? Don't suppose you got that crawling hibiscus she promised to sneak me, huh? Forget it. You can come in.
Okay.
Hello, hello. You're the one that aided us in availing Sub Rosa of a rather large shipment of Spectrum vodka, yes? Agent Galloway is slightly less trustful than most feral canids, so winning her over speaks volumes of your character. Consequently, I'm pleased to present you purchase access to my fine wares. It's fortunate you're no stranger to contraband. Feast thine eyes on the merchandise.
Uh-huh. Acquiescence. Incoming damage may change defense mode. Light damage, dealing less than 10% of max health, enables plus 10% damage resistance. Heavy damage enables plus 30% evasion. Ooh, that's interesting. Actually, really good. Ooh, I just got 2 of these. Sniper. Ooh, she has a sniper rifle. I want that sniper. Silencer or shot. I want this too, but I don't have this. Cool. Oh, I'm sure you probably have
right
like.
up. My merchandise is only getting better with age. Except for the rotten foodstuffs. Pay those no mind. What fine contraband might I supply you with this day? We stand that we'd like to make a good ton of bits on the war. And maybe expand our reach in the process. Beyond that, I'm not supposed to comment. Let Sub Rosa consist primarily of ex-Anti's Choice and ex-Protectorate personnel. We've still got folks we care about out there. Complicates some of our feelings on the fighting. But if the fighting stops, our income begins to go dry.
Didn't offer any question.
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention. Oh, a semi-informed customer. Well, we offer a wide array of proxy altercations, from restrained bludgeoning to flat-out scraps. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy. Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say, whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah! This guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh? Can't have you scaring off real customers. I got a bunch of yeggs, 2 pugilized pugilists, and a sick canid to feed.
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose.
Don't feel like no stand-in.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from Auntie's Choice.
Easy, friend. We're all in this together.
You just keep your distance.
I miss my sprats. How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's Mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist.
You're the guy.
More than whoever butchered your friend. Do you need any touch-ups on that appendage?
Not unless you think a pair of glass eyes and glued-on antlers will help. Sorry.
But something tells me you didn't come to talk shop. What's this about, Agent? Am I in trouble? What? Me? No. Listen, friend. A little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional. Am I supposed to find that encouraging? Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve.
Shit, do I have any?
I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings.
No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself. Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Cool. Well, that's one person found. Where's the guy?
Return to how it was.
I wish. Between the invaders and the order defecting,
He needs the medicine.
putting this sprat back into the can.
Cloister is looking pretty good right about now.
A
There's
wasteland
some.
devoid of life? No, Arcadia is doomed.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance. Well, that is the idea. I've gotten sick at least a dozen times since we set up camp. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, sprat tongue, skinny teeth, and a rare case of mortified skull emergence. Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So, I'm practicing for my next disease.
That's crazy.
Nasty one.
How do you get skinny teeth?
Law, finally. Real relief for my fake symptoms. Let's see it then.
Huh?
If it's all the same, I'll give it to someone in real need. I've got more practice ahead of me. Wouldn't want to spoil it by seeking treatment. You have my gratitude, stranger. I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But me especially. Sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends. You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
Will is faking it to keep people away from him. That's crazy. Do this one.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders and the order defecting,
You are a necessary part of the plan. Therefore, you need to be part of the Order of the Ascendant. Drop by our predictory today and find out how you can take an active part in your future. Auntie's Choice just suffered an involuntary 15% reduction in workforce.
In light of the recent attack on Auntie's Choice, you may want to make haste to Matriarch's Mercy. It's just down the road here.
So it was one of our bases that got hit. Well, I'm gonna be sick.
I can't rightly say, and that is rather concerning in its own right. It seems our temporary ceasefire with the corporatists may be at its end. Yes, this was an active war zone until recently, and now seems like it may be so again. Not quite certain why the attack was launched, but that is not under my purview. I'd surmise that when Auntie's Choice realized they couldn't get through our defensive measures, they wisely chose the path of diplomacy. Seems I was mistaken.
Well, it weren't our artillery that made that strike. I can tell you that much.
They must have done something to provoke an attack, which is why your safest path now is the one that leads to Matriarch's Mercy.
Yeah.
Stranger,
Been there.
bids
Later.
welcome, but also warnings.
Yeah, we're down this road. Maybe somebody in this wreckage. Oh, this is where we got the
Commander, you're bleeding.
reload first. I forgot to reload. Oh, that's right. I have that sniper.
Earn my commission. Reps tingling, all charged up. Reps back in business.
Overheard what you said earlier, that nobody wants Auntie's choice here. Maybe not right now, but that tune will change once these folks see just what we're offering them. Freedom.
Freedom at the point of a gun don't strike you as a mite forceful?
So liberation is only acceptable on your terms. Is that it?
It's acceptable when we do it because the people ask for our intervention. That's kind of the whole point of the Earth Directorate.
You say that, but we both know that ain't why you or the commander came to Arcadia in the first place. What was the plan? Take what you came for and leave these folk to their fate? No. I think it ain't so much that the Earth Directorate only goes where they've been asked. It's more about what serves their interests. So, who's really the moral party here?
I ain't gonna be lectured by a corporatist. Find someone else to bluster at.
Okay, interesting. I didn't think they were actually gonna, like, fight.
You have a specific matter requiring discussion with me that cannot be postponed? I'm rather preoccupied at the moment.
Yeah, with what?
That's not... Yes, your assessment is absolutely accurate. Making a final decision over what to prioritize in the construction of this trench, given my current resources, has been a substantially more difficult task than I first estimated. Correct. In this case, standardize algorithms, which includes a Poisson distribution method, using the data we accrued from years of tracking the frequency of different attacks. Unfortunately, I find myself in the extremely unlikely and distressing position of having these algorithms inform me that every type of attack is exactly equally probable, and thus my dilemma. Many, unfortunately. Anti's human soldiery, raptidons, mantisaurs, scrappers, and even wild arachnids. In summary, many and varied. Alas, I lack the resources and time. I appreciate your input, though. Anti's forces have pushed us from our initial trench line into our fallback trench, thus making it the new primary trench. Despite the fact that we are currently holding back Anti's forces at the new, more narrow front, this leaves us in the unenviable position of requiring a new fallback trench. That being said, we shouldn't need another trench line. Our analysis shows us that Anti simply lacks the resources to push through the current front line. However, there is a vanishingly slim chance that Antis has more resources in transit outside of the Arcadian system that we simply haven't accounted for yet. Many, unfortunately. Anti's human soldiery, raptidons,
Can't instruct him any further. Good luck, guy.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
Okay. This is the front. This road's still gonna take me, so let's stay on it then. Just smoking. I thought he was like a robot. If not. New stuff? Perhaps? New stuff? This must be the...
I do not believe I've observed you in these trenches before. You are aware this is a war zone, correct?
Yeah, more or less. Okay, Rift.
Attention, freelancer. You are currently heading into no man's land. We strongly recommend you return.
Sure, buddy.
Attention, freelancer. You are currently heading into no man's land. We strongly recommend you return.
Where is that coming from? Who's talking to me? Where are you?
And frankly, pissed off. One more. Okay. I don't know if we should be. Well, and harvest whatever that is. What is this? Oh, is this where the bomb hits?
2nd, 9th, 5th. Okay. Two 3 5 9. 2 3 5 2. 5. Sweet. Different times. Okay, cool. Sweet. Is yikes. Oh, here. Ooh. No idea what I got out of that, but good job. All there is to this. Crazy. Alright, we need to get that city. If observing these mines actually did something, I would go observe them all, but marks the mines for me. For me?
This is Chief Quidley, recording with the intent of registering this most unusual sequence of events and securing their serial wave rights. Recently, we reckoned it'd be a hoot to hack a captured order terminal, use it to heckle them. Instead, we wound up chinwagging. It turns out we have much in common. They're bored, we're bored, and everyone got sick of trench living months ago. Next thing you know, we're getting together for brews and a wave of their knockoff sport, pitchball. Where there's booze and ball, there's betting. And while those order folk are scary data smart, they can't see the angles if they're big as a ship and bright as a hollow ad. They just see stats and percents. And don't get how spunk, moxie, and being due play into it. I thought hustling games with 6 caps was the easiest way to make bits. Not no more.
Oh, fuck. I forgot. Does shooting these not do anything? That's cool. Oh, jeez.
Commander.
Oh shit, you're still alive?
Back in medical pack out.
Are these the spider drones? Sweet. What's going on? They're fighting these guys, but over there? Jesus. No, get me out of here, get me out of here.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up. Knew you had my back.
Gang, why are we fighting guys 5 miles away from us?
Back in business.
Cool. Can we... Safe? Can we heal? What's going on?
Medkit coming your way.
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Guys, what the fuck? Howdy.
Truthfully, I'm not too shocked we got bombed. Betwixt stomping around on Order territory, the scrappers, and the mad cultists, it was bound to happen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thought I was safe after avoiding that blast.
Yeah.
But it seems to have attracted rogue mantisaurs. It never ends. Feels like there's no end to the mantisaurs.
I guess we go up here.
Guess they're survivors after all. For now, anyway.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked?
You all right, officer? We saw the impact and got over here fast as we could. If there's anything we can...
We can do to part you from your bits while you're desperate? Yeah, I know your type. You go private, but then lurk in the shadows like manta wasps looking to prey on easy marks. You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? Yeah? And what exactly makes you so sure of that? Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what? Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long. Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you was someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately my luck's been
I know I'm
miserable.
useful.
I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me. You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you a word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you, see? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me to take your side. That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused serious poisoning. My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it, her hourly rate is ridiculous, and our damn autodocs have gone on the fritz from the workload. You get her the compression coil she needs to make the autodocs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message. There's been a murder at one of our forts. Trooper's accused of poisoning her senior officer for some preposterous reason. Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. The last thing I can do is waste one for days just to find out if she did or didn't toxify him. Go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for. This is gonna make no more sense for me saying it than it's gonna make for you hearing it, but apparently, the senior officer at one of my forts is a mantisaur. A real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Not a half-human one, or a psychic one, or a talking one, just a regular old, head-munching mantisaur. Anyways, there's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will gladly send your message. Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you if you fail to get it done. So don't let either of us down.
People are dying, and all he cares about is what he can get out of it. Wish I could say I was surprised.
Yeah, I kind of hate these guys. Okay. That's the quickest way to start is over here.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage? Help, huh? Well, that would be greatly appreciated. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of zeranium poisoning. And the coils on our autodocs have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal. As many as you can. There is so much more work than I can handle. It's only by getting these 3 defunct autodocs back online that I can hope to save most of these folk. Auntie dropped extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our advance, but they landed everywhere. Though I heard some are in the no man's land between the battle lines. Many thanks, but please hurry. These folk ain't got much time.
I've been laid up same as those troopers, and I don't wish that kind of suffering on anyone, antis or no. Let's look for those coils.
Okay, where are the coils? Probably not best to hang around looting this place, but what? I was really confused as to what killed me. It was the poison. I see. The poison for Cusco. Fuck, we gotta do all that again. Okay.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles? Help, huh? We need, without them, they can't convert as many as you can. Auntie dropped X.
Sounds like these coils will keep this triage from becoming a morgue. Let's get to scavenging.
I don't want to go over this, but one. That's it. Me.
Audio log of Chief Exploitation Behavioralist DeWitt. This is entry number 8 of my scrapper preventative fieldwork. Unfortunately, it seems my heavy metal detritus drops mixed into the adrenatime cancels the intoxicating effects that the scrappers crave. Their leader was first to the drops-enhanced injections that I conspicuously left for them. And he ran through all 24 in barely a minute trying to cure the urge.
Liquidate him!
Turning steely gray, and then succumb to some sort of severe blood poisoning. Though I'm confident that it's completely unrelated to my heavy metal detritus drops. Now the rest are in a...
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Why, hello.
Nobody around.
Find me way up... Oh, no. No, no, no. I had nothing to do with... I said, no, please. Please.
Commander, you're bleeding!
Help me end this fight on my feet. Back in. Medkit coming your way. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Nothing. I was. Okay.
Audio log of Chief Exploitation Behavioralist DeWitt. This is entry number 8 of my scrapper preventative fieldwork. Unfortunately, it seems my heavy metal detritus drops mixed into the adrenatime cancels the intoxicating effects that the scrappers crave. Their leader was first to the drops-enhanced injections that I conspicuously left for them. And he ran through all 24 in barely a minute trying to cure the urge. He seized, turning steely gray, and then succumbed to some sort of severe blood poisoning. Though I'm confident it's completely unrelated to my heavy metal detritus drops. Now the rest are in a frenzy hunting for... Why, hello. I didn't reckon you'd find me way up... Oh, no. No, no, no. I had nothing to do with... I said... No, please. Please. Ah!
I don't know if that worked or not. Cool.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils.
Well, I found one.
Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. It's a start. Thank you. Please, come back when you found more.
Yeah, Bowling Ridge. Fuck. Could be anywhere. Not exactly like the map, I think. Doesn't look like it is. head north. See if we can find any more pods in the way.
Another promotion. Yes, I have earned it, haven't I?
Hearing good things. I'm behind you 110%.
Okay. Is this a drop pod? Doesn't look like one. Maybe it's got a coil?
Sprats contain so much nutritional value and basically everything a growing mantisaur needs. Oh, but they're so cute.
That's... Ugh, no! Halt! Do attack 2! Attack 2! Whichever void brain know nothing decided... Up and at 'em! Swear you take more naps than a raptidon! Whichever void brain know nothing decided mantisaurs are more cost-effective than troopers did not include the loss of my patience in the budget.
Okay. Great. It's the drop pod.
Have a profitable day.
Probably up there somewhere, but here. Realistically, it should be anywhere else. Let's check over here. This side of the range. Those corporate studios. Hey, Corpo, got anything?
Thank you for your customer service, contractor.
Could sure use a few more contractors like you on the payroll.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Seeking cover.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, you go get.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation.
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Okay. It's probably just death. Probably up there. Like, no way they're anywhere else, you know? I only found a trap.
Hey now, that's mine. You lost, stranger?
No.
I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. What are you? Order? Protectorate? Anti? Really? An Earth Directorate agent? I have no idea what that is, but okay. Me? I'm a Sprat Trapper. Cute little things, but their tallow and hides fetch a high price. Used to be Protectorate, then worked for the Order, then Anti. Whoever's calling the shots on a given day. Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle so I can find out who I work for tomorrow. Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. Loyal customer. Very particular about his sprats. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care for sprat meat.
Damn. I'm not paying someone.
You know where to find me.
There's intel to be found.
Excuse me? Acting like I'm not even here.
Yeah. Am. I'm gonna take this one too. I'll be back. Let me get that info. Oh, there. Got two more. Good. Up there though.
Overheard what you said earlier, that nobody wants Auntie's choice here. Maybe not right now, but that tune will change once these folks see just what we're offering. Freedom.
Freedom at the point of a gun don't strike you as a mighty forceful.
So liberation is only acceptable on your terms. Is that it?
It's acceptable when we do it because the people ask for our intervention. That's kind of the whole point of the Earth Directorate.
You say that, but we both know that ain't why you or the commander came to Arcadia in the first place. What was the plan? Take what you came for and leave these folk to their fate? No. I think it ain't so much that the Earth Directorate only goes where they've been asked. It's more about what serves their interests. So, who's really the moral party here?
I ain't gonna be lectured by a corporatist. Find someone else to bluster at.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Sorry, time is bits, bits is time. Or R, that is.
That was pointless. Let's go inside and talk to the good people of the corporate alliance. Called King's Choice.
That better not be what I think it is.
Honestly, Bradford, I've no notion of how to cool your conniption. Corporate says I'm in charge, so I'm in charge.
You're in charge? But you're in charge? Don't you mean the executive is in charge?
Of course that's what I meant. Whether I say me, he, or we, it's all the same.
It's all the same pile of gum.
That tone is not how you get approval for your little tests, designer. Next time, you might want to try and tame your woolly courage with a little mock apple. Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up. Enemy Scrutinization Officer Durbin. What does he want with me? Ah, well, in that case, your business is with both my commander and me. But I'm being rude. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior-Most Representative at Fort Endurance. Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper. Okay. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know why Scrutinization Officer Durbin sent you here. There's no dispute. Executive Wojciech is in complete charge of the fort. His orders, which I interpret as his junior officer, are executed without question. My experimental Mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
Hey, Commander, it's my professional opinion that we should back away slowly. This guy's craft is either messing with his gray matter, or he's messing with us.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you.
I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, designer. Of course not. I'm just a lowly trooper acting as interpreter. Otherwise, surely these folks would have figured it out by now.
We have all figured it out. Unfortunately, I'm the only one willing to say it to your face.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
Oh boy.
Yes. I have been trying to get Durbin to relieve this duo of command for months. But the lives they've lost with this insanity finally got his attention.
Bradford, how dare you undermine me? I mean, us, like that.
Well, if you're competent enough for Durbin to send you, then unlike the others, you can probably survive this fool's errand. And what better way to prove Wentworth is lying?
Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the lobby-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army, which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock.
I remember Halcyon.
To infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts.
Sure you will, buddy.
Look in the nest to the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels the pull from the strongest.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey,
that's fun.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power. I'm not surprised. You seem sharp. So, if you know he's lying, then you understand that catering to his will isn't gonna do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose. I'll have to... Oh, fine. Fine. If scientific discovery and the betterment of future products isn't enough for you, I'll pad your coffers a little something extra. Just, please, bring me the mutated pupa.
Personally, I'd much prefer leaving the pupa where it is and not giving into delusion. But on we press anyhow.
Yeah, this is a stupid fucking question.
done.
What'd you do?
Hey, stranger. Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch. Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of this and let me go. Abner's trying to pin this on me, and it ain't right. I've absolutely no notion as to why. I've never been in no kind of trouble. I'm a good employee, I do my job, and I don't complain. And honestly, I actually like Chief Cuddy. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, he'd even cover your bog breaks, pro bono. I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it. I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now. We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine, just like mine. Then he just swole up, turned blue, and died. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here. It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew. Yup. Cuddy had told everybody about his allergy, repeatedly, over and over, constantly. Nobody would have served him Crabble knowing that. But that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere. No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy. He will. He has to. It's the truth. I didn't murder nobody. Please, make him understand.
Damage-prone daredevil. You're getting battered and bruised, brutally battling and... Welcome to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. We know consumers are highly discerning in how they spend their bits in an active war zone, and I really appreciate you dodging literal bullets to bring me your business. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of 4/5 of Auntie's standard profiteering rate.
Oh. I think she's lying to me. I don't appreciate it, but I need to buy this. Okay.
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's choice if you tried. So what are you doing in our fort? Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation inquisitor. Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutinator. You just gonna guess what manner of poison killed folk? What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it. What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I can... Oh. Oh no. Oh, did you say Crabble? Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about the weather. He complained about his bunk. He complained about everything. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle, and it'd come back down in your head. Law, no. At least, not on purpose. Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back too hard, he'd run to his uncle. So most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned crabble stock. What? No, it was an accident. Nobody would have... At least nobody'd mean to. Law, his uncle is gonna see me transferred to mid-operation engine cleaning on the claim. Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll lead to the end of a promising career. Total secret. Well, no. Not yet you haven't. See, I can't just let Bardot go. There'd be questions, accusations, and assumptions as to who was responsible, and that's no kind of solution. And even worse, since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, I might have to just send Bardot to the claim to start her sentence on all available evidence. Absolutely. Come on now. You need to reconsider. I'm offering you good bits for easy work. You'll also be saving at least one life from the toils of endless labor.
I mean, I can't just, like, turn him in and have him hanged? This is bullshit.
back. Why? Thank law. I was genuinely concerned I'd have to sort this out on my own. But I'd much rather pay you and drop the charges against Bardot instead. So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung, so it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually work on anything organic. Anything.
Yeah, I have one of those already.
Someone used it to melt Cuddy, there would be no body, which would mean no autopsy, which would mean no evidence, which would end the investigation. I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body, I'll make it worth your while. Yes, that's exactly it. Now just head over to Cuddy's corpse and make it disappear. Well, really, make it turn into a small puddle. But that's neither here nor there. Thank law. You'll find Cuddy inside the tower, but you'll have to sneak your way past the guards. It simply wouldn't do for me to announce your intentions to the base. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bardot and can draw this whole thing to a close.
I mean, I had to find the body.
You, the get and go getter. I'm offering deals so good. They're worth crawling under the bullets and over the barbed wire it took to get here.
Oh, there's no door over here.
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of our retail opportunities downstairs. You here for the view? Of course. I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to bargain, I'm sure I've got info for you. Say 250 bits per location? Uh-huh.
Fuck you. That ain't the time. This doesn't exactly help.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure.
Yes,
Thank
a
you for your help.
surprise.
You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us. Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all of anti-society. And this torrid affair has come close enough to doing both already. Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers, Bardot is free. And here's the balance for yours. Which means we're done.
Cool. That is actually enough to pay for pretty much. Where's the egg? Oh, the eggs are. Already midnight. I need to stop so I can do what I did.
Even just a mention of Auntie seems to get your blood boiling, Ibarra. Don't tell me you judge folk before you get to know them.
I'm sorry, what's there to know? I mean, apart from her bottomless greed and bad hairdo.
Hey now, she's much more than you think. She's a visionary. Did you know that the formulation for rehydrated water came to her in a dream?
You definitely just made that up.
Did not. It was part of our training to memorize these fun facts. Potential buyers love them.
Do I seem like your target demographic?
No. But I do think you'll enjoy learning about how she has 2 pet...
Howdy. Now what can I do you for? So, we doing business. The sprats are all premium quality. Let's talk price. Trust me, Gregory is an artiste when it comes to biology, and every artist needs the right canvas. Pleasure doing business.
I said I need to go. And then I didn't leave. We're so close. Yeah, we were here earlier and we didn't see it. It was really right there on the top of the hill. God, we fought next to this fucking thing. How did I not see that? Oh, I'm not seeing any.
Looks like a fight.
Anyone here? Shit. Fuck. I'm not doing all that again.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I hate to ask for help, but help?
Knew you had my back.
Back in when I first joined up with you.
Oh.
I figured Milver Street and Carr knew you'd do a good turn for our folk eventually. Thought if I tagged along, it'd be good for my resume or some such. And it seems all of us were right. That relay ain't a threat anymore. But one thing I couldn't quite figure out all this time is what you were getting out of helping us. You're likely right, though I fear it'll only entrench the Protectorate in their hatred for us. Never mind that we came only with good intent. What about you? Things slid into focus for me mighty quick once we got to the relay. You were busy hunting down a fellow agent. And I thought you folk were about duty and camaraderie above all.
Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have? Suppose that tracks. You agents are untouchable, or so the story goes. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate myself. You're the first agent I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for the rest of your organization, can't really say. They hate corporations, I've heard that much. But what about you? You buy into their policy too? No, not all. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving.
Interesting. Time for a story?
Time to earn my commission.
Another engineering is good. Gonna need more. One more speech. Yeah, that guy definitely killed himself. We haven't. I'm running out of heavy rounds, so. Oh, this is... I don't know. Interesting.
Look alive, Commander.
Let me handle this. Ooh. Commander, you're bleeding. Help me end this fight on my feet.
Ready to waste it. On your command. Not walking this off. Standing back up.
Back in business. Look alive, Commander. Rats back in business.
Oh, right now, weak spot damage. I get a bit of toxicity. I'm fucking dying here. Cool machine gun. Oh, we are so getting jumped on the way out, aren't we?
Look, here comes the whole neighborhood. Look me up. I'd do it for you.
Oh. Holy fuck. That sucked. Oh, I don't have the gun equipped because I took the helmet off. That makes sense. Okay, fast travel out of here.
Let me handle this. Press raring to go.
Not getting up without help, Commander!
There we go.
Armed and ready.
Appreciate a little help, Commander!
Hey, fast travel now. Hey, fuck. This place sucks.
again. Have you brought me the pupa?
Take it. I hate it.
Oh, thank law. Here's the reward I promised. I am downright giddy to get it into my lab so I can start my experiments.
Let's hope this doesn't come back to bite us. Or grow up to bite us, rather.
Mantisaurs! Eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Fuck.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
I have a meeting in an hour.
Practicing some battlefield medicine.
I'll make a few. Hope this isn't just another false alarm. Let's see what's causing that trouble. Feeding the beast.
This is what happens when you put a giant insect in charge of product development. Anyone left for us to file a complaint to?
Let her have a look.
Well, that sucked. Let me give the guy his sprats and then I definitely have to end the stream. Holy shit, there's even more people here now.
Sorry. Got some kind of tickle in
Do
my
you
chest.
believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Any luck with the sprat hunt? Decent quality, all things considered. Frankie's work is second to none. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass eyes.
Oof.
Not to worry, they're perfectly lifelike. Be seeing you, Agent.
One more thing before I do have some coils.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils. Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. It's a start. Thank you. Please, come back when you found more.
Let me go talk to what's her name first, and then 100% have to.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. I wish I had bits for you, but I'm still in debt from this uniform, and meals, and the incarceration fee they charged me for being locked up. But I'm telling everyone what you did.
Well, that certainly was a horrific bit of chaos. But you made the right decision by giving the pupa to me. The research value it will provide is enormous. Absolutely. And that research will bring me promotions, wealth, and status that is long overdue. My genius will ascend the corporate ladder, and they will be lucky to have me. Yes, you have your bits, and I will have a long, illustrious career spanning decades. Works out perfectly for both of us. And now, you should be off to your next adventure.
Nobody in their right mind is gonna believe I talk to these things now. You're damn lucky I've got to figure out how to explain this mess, or I'd feed you to the bugs myself.
Okay. Well, that's terrifying. Shit. I didn't think he was actually gonna, like, he didn't, like, eat me, but, like, put its mouth around my head. That was crazy.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better in the eyes of the executives. All right, I'll send it. What else do you have for me? Wonderful. I do love a subordinate that can honor their obligations and make me look good. If you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. But do come back if you can be of any further use to me.
Back to the matriarchy. Save there. Stream. 100%. For real. Save game. Alright. That's gonna be the end of this one. Let me just pop open Twitch and see if there's anyone worth rating. Find 0 rewards. Alright, thanks for watching. Later.